All right, moving right along on this basement finish. It's time to set some cabinets. I like how this designer gave me some extra space on each side here, but that means I'm going to have to rip down a filler to fill the gaps. I like using these Irwin quick clamps because they're quick. Say hello to my little friend. His name is Countersink Bit. He's a little tough guy, you know? He does 2 jobs at once. But sometimes he needs a little help from his friend, the wax ring. Alright, enough of that. I'm using DeWalt and MILWAUKEE drills. Please don't tell the tool gods. Let's go ahead and take some measurements here so we can drill some holes. I measure to the center of the pipes. Bless me, Father, for I have sinned. I'm also using a DeWalt drill with a MILWAUKEE hole saw. It's really important that first cabinet you set is perfectly level. One of my favorite tools is this Hansen stud finder. These are the screws the lumberyard sent me, so I'm going to use them. Oh, there he is again, doing 2 jobs at once. I'm going to marry these 2 cabinets together. That's a fancy term for just screwing them together. I like doing this because I can level them both at the same time. Little tricks like this can help you get the job done in a jiffy. Oh, there he is, my buddy, Double Trouble. If you're new around here, watch out for this guy, the wax ring. He's real sticky. It's very important that these cabinets are level across the space where the mini fridge will go. Here I check the height of the crown molding so I know how far from the ceiling to mount my upper cabinets. Oh, he's back again. He's countersinking everything around here. Since there's no reveal above the doors for the crown molding to be nailed to, I'll screw on a 1x just for some backer. When you're working with cabinets, it's always good to measure twice and cut once. Oh, and look at this. It's my friend, the oscillator. It's time for the oscillator. It's time for the oscillator. Remember that song? I'm just going to put a little helper screw right here. This thing's getting a tile backsplash, so I'm not really worried about it. I transfer my stud locations to the back of the cabinet and drill some holes. Then I start my screws on the inside of the cabinet. When she's plumb and level, go ahead and screw her down. Better double check that crown molding. Then find my next stud location. I'm pretty excited about this kitchenette. It's going to have a tile backsplash, some under cabinet lighting, and a mini fridge. So be sure to subscribe so you can follow along. I screw the cabinets together just like I did the fillers. This left side's going to need a filler as well. Check it out. Perfect, just like me. I'm using 18 gauge trim nails for this crown molding. Anything thicker could cause it to split. Now don't be going around and telling everybody about the Hansen stud finder magnet. It's one of my best kept secrets. I'm going to go ahead and put all the shelving in. If I leave these sitting around a job site, sometimes they just disappear. Now here's an old Milwaukee, and I'm not talking about the beer. I like using that guy for these tiny cabinet screws. He's more gentle than the big drills. Also in another video, I plan to show you how we were able to install a sink here with having no sewer at this location. A little pro tip here, if you're using a vacuum in somebody's house, buy the bags for the thing, or else you're spraying dust throughout the place that you don't need to. This setup has one of these built-in garbage bins. I think that's a great option. These dummy drawers just snap right into place. Don't worry, I won't sing the song again. Okay, fine. I'll try the razor knife. I always use an adhesive on the toe kick. I think I'll call this view the mouse cam. Or does cockroach cam sound better? Alright, the cabinets are all set, and there's still lots to come for this little kitchenette, and I look forward to showing you that next time.